Hi, it's Dr. Megan Ross, Zoo Director here at Lincoln Park Zoo. I wanted to give you a sneak peek at what's happening here with the construction of the Pepper Family Wildlife Center. So why don't we go inside and take a peek, and I can show you what progress we're making. Our first stop is really looking at the exterior western wall of the Lion House. We are currently doing a lot of renovation work on the historic preservation of the exterior of the building. We're doing a lot of tuck pointing. We're doing a lot of work to ensure that the terracotta ornamentation and the brickwork is really all in the spirit of the original construction, which was in 1912. They're fast at work, making sure that all of the elements match and that everything is looking just like the Lion House has always looked for the last more than 100 years here at the zoo. As we enter the Great Hall, you can see that the doors have been removed for historic preservation, and we're kind of gutting the interior of the building. You can see the Gustavino tile ceiling and still intact and being preserved, as are the clear story windows. We obviously have so many historic elements of this building, and we're making sure that we're being true to the historic nature of the facility, because we know that the Lion House has been such an important part of Lincoln Park Zoo for generations of Chicagoans. On the south side, you can see that the habitats that used to be able to, where you used to be able to see animals inside the building, have all been opened up and no longer even have floors. So the whole south side of the facility is opened up and gutted in preparation for putting in new walls. Our atriums are still in place and looking as beautiful as ever. And then on the north side, you can see that we still have the beautiful brickwork of the prairie style construction. The architects of Perkins, Fellows, and Hamilton, who designed this building in 1912, were really well known for their prairie school style of architecture. And so you can still see those beautiful elements of the light brick, which is meant to be the grasses, and the darker elements, which are meant to be the brickwork, which is meant to be the ground, as it kind of evokes the feeling of a prairie or a savanna. The areas where you can see the insulation and the plywood or the wood is going to be the openings where you can look out into the newly renovated lion habitat. So the first two windows are really areas where visitors in the Great Hall can look out into the lion habitat, and then this last larger expanse is an area where the lions will be able to enter into the Great Hall. Of course, there will be glass barriers around them, but you'll kind of have a way for the lion habitat to come into the Great Hall and then go back out. Outside of the building, this is the lion habitat. I'm actually in the space that will be lion habitat currently. This used to be the two different habitats for lions and tigers. They've all been demoed. The gunite, which was against the wall, kind of concealing a lot of the exterior facade of the building, has been ripped away. There's elements of the building that haven't been seen for a while, such as the women's washroom door that is there, that you can see is significantly lower than the ground level is today. That's been covered since the 1960s when the gunite was added to the north side of the building. You can see again, these first two panels are going to be the glass windows looking out into the habitat, and then the larger expanse is going to be where the lions will have an opportunity to go in. The area that is currently where the white portion in the middle of the building will be the space where visitors can go out into what we affectionately call the lion loop, where visitors can come out and there will be glass windows above you, and the lions can kind of move from one space to another across the habitat. This is the foundation for the meeting room, which is going to be dividing the habitat. If it's necessary to do so, it is going to be utilized as one large habitat for a lion pride, but if we had cubs and the male needed to be separated from the females and the cubs, we could separate them by putting in a wall in between the two spaces. And then over here is the holding building. And so the foundation for the holding building has now gone in. So we're making great progress on the work here with the construction site for the Pepper Family Wildlife Center. We're very excited about the progress. As you may remember, we have been utilizing animal behavior data that we collected using the app that we developed here at Lincoln Park Zoo called Zoo Monitor to inform us on what the preferences were for elements in the habitat, what the lions enjoyed spending their time, sleeping, resting, where they spent their time. And we've integrated that into the design, the architectural design of the habitat. And so we're very excited about having this amazing state-of-the-art habitat for a lion pride, with the juxtaposition of a beautiful, historically landmarked and preserved 1912 building here at Lincoln Park Zoo. I hope you enjoyed your sneak peek at the construction site of the Pepper Family Wildlife Center. I think it's going to be a fantastic project. I can't wait to see it when it opens in the fall of 2021. We miss seeing all of you at the zoo, but I hope you enjoyed this inside the zoo look at what's going on. We'll keep you posted, and we hope we can have you join us here at the zoo very soon.